That's a good point, man. Hey man,
The legendary Angel Oz
man.
was in the building.
Was that her? That's who that was?
That's Angel Oz. Yeah, that was. He was like, "That's what that
I
was."
thought that was a waitress or something.
He said, "You know what?"
I thought that was just like a waitress or something you had.
Enjoy.
Nah, she.
I ain't know you. You know what I mean?
Well, she been done. But she was one.
This is another M. Fossil production.
That was a star when I showed up. Yeah, she was official already.
Fossil Pride.
This is an original instrumental.
Yo, we in the building. Nat Turner, Don't Ask Podcast. You know what I mean? Let's get it popping.
Started, man. If you guys was listening to the conversation, we was talking about the comedy show, man, that we had. What was that, a couple Tuesdays ago? And it was funny because Nat's sitting in like the second row of the comedy show, make it all the way to the end. I didn't know Robbie shouted you out at first.
Oh yeah,
because I was like 10 minutes. Yeah, I was like 10 minutes late.
He said my government name.
Yeah, I was like 10
First
minutes late.
and last. I was like, nigga, how you even know my last name?
Yeah,
You could tell that nervousness was in him at that point. Like
he didn't know if it was cool.
Said my whole it wasn't even that. It's just, why would you say a nigga whole first and last name? Like, who does that?
He's a fan, man.
That's not.
He a fan.
But no, my government first and last name.
He
not
Googled
Nat
you.
Turner.
He Googled you. Nigga.
Like, how you even know my last name? I ain't signed nothing around this motherfucker.
You famous, man.
No contracts.
That's the price of fame, though, you know?
Fam. I'm like, yo, Robbie, how you even know my last name, bro?
So I hear that fame is not kind of all cracked up to be, because once you're famous, you can't become unfamous.
I don't consider myself. Yo, listen. That's a good question, bro. Because what is famous? You know what I'm saying? I think that, I don't know. What's the criteria of being famous? Being known? If being famous is being recognized.
Yeah, being recognized.
Yeah, I'm famous, bro. Yeah, I am. Not even to really be cocky about it or nothing, but if that's the definition
right.
of being famous is being known or recognized, yeah, because it ain't nowhere I can go. If I come out my house,
you know, it's niggas.
Even if it's to the mailbox, and you know they word it like this, like either I know you from somewhere.
Oh yeah, it's always gonna be I know you from somewhere.
Damn, what was the other one? I know you from somewhere. Or you just get that nod, like, yeah, I see you. You know what I'm saying?
Like I recognize you nod?
Yeah, I recognize you nod. And that's basically how that goes.
Do you ever wish you could turn your fame off, though?
You know what?
Even if it's like go to the mailbox.
You know what? If it was to the point where I see how I see those top celebrity for real people, like movie stars and top rappers and all how they're treated.
With the paparazzi and shit?
At that point, I'm like, yeah. I ain't saying paparazzi is jumping out my bushes and
like
shit
4 in the
like
morning,
that.
like some Kanye shit.
No, that ain't never happened to me. It's not that deep. So yeah, I guess you could say it's levels to this fame shit, being famous, because I'm not on that level.
Would you want to be that famous though? And everything that come with it though too.
If it came with all that bread,
yeah,
maybe
everything that come
I'd
with
deal with it. You know what I'm saying? If I was just not really with all that bread and that was happening, I'd have
talking about $1 billion here, but
I'd deal with that.
4 in the morning.
I'd deal with it.
Everybody you with.
If it come with that billion, then
every restaurant you got, they're gonna be like, yo, that's Nat Turner.
That building,
the porn king, stand up.
Billion, I could do that. I could do that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a hell of a sacrifice, man.
Because I just motherfucking, with $1 billion, you could not have that happen. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You orchestrate the shit properly. These motherfuckers be moving around having a great time. It ain't, if you got that much bread, some of that paparazzi should have set up too. Like they call a paparazzi to be there.
That is, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So but I still don't want it to be that deep. That's when it's like, all right, come on. Man.
I don't know if I could be cool with some niggas outside my house at 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
For any reason.
For any time.
Right.
I don't go fuck what kind of.
Just on some safety shit.
Hood.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. On some safety shit. If I got my girl in it, like it's not finna happen like that. Speaking of fame, so we were briefly discussing Will Smith. So apparently Jada Pickett, and Will Smith. I don't know if they did the Red Table again. I didn't watch the first Red
Oh,
Table
some
because that shit
me
was
neither. I
that shit was
just-
embarrassing. When I seen that nigga's face, because every man know that look,
Mhm.
you know, and coming from your woman, that's the worst thing for your woman to embarrass you in front of your people. Like you just like, I can't believe this.
And I
bitch.
gotta understand why that's like that, because we'll do it in a heartbeat.
Facts.
But when when a dude find out the girl did it, it's just a
Right.
whole nother feeling about that shit. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, what's the science behind that shit? Like, what's the origins of why the fuck we feel like, you know what I'm saying?
But I think it's
Even though
nature.
I know the chick do some foul shit too,
I think it's nature, dog.
obviously.
Like when you could look around nature, you can see lions, right?
Mhm.
A lion to go get him 3 or 4 lionesses, and they don't go straying off and looking for other lion niggas to fuck with. You know, they cool. That nigga just go. If some shit jump off, he handle it. Other than that, he chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Why can't that just be life, man? It could be that easy, you know?
Facts.
But so they've been married, what, 20 years, I think? Like,
At
it's
least-
got to be.
at
It's got to
least
be at least
that.
20 years.
Plus something. They've been together for a minute, yo.
So, yeah, I don't want to put this all on Will Smith because apparently she was saying the bedroom was kind of lacking. But I mean, in 20 years, what do you expect? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I truly believe that. I mean, but so many ways you could so-called freshen up the action or do something different, and until it really start getting weird at some point. Like, oh, hold on, what the fuck are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So at some point, it's gonna fizzle out. I think at the end of the day, long as y'all still love each other, y'all got y'all shit going on together, y'all got y'all kids, y'all businesses, y'all money putting shit to work, and y'all, you know what I mean, y'all living
Right.
y'all life, y'all doing that. And I think that's the most important thing at this point. But yeah, I can't knock him for or her. Because obviously she did the same thing, you know what I mean?
Facts.
With the little Austin dude or whatever.
Yeah, she got the little tattoo dude. Where he at?
Yeah,
what my man said.
this
there you
dude.
go.
Yeah,
With the bun.
yeah, this
he got
cat.
the bun.
So at some point,
I don't trust niggas like
she was
this,
trying to
man.
get she wasn't tripping about nothing in the bed when they first got together, I'm pretty sure. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. That's a
So
good
we
point.
never heard that then. So
That's a
we
good point.
hearing it now, 20-something years later, of course. If I was him, I wouldn't be sad about it. Like
Now, do you think women are a little unrealistic about relationships? Because like women always complain about them not being happy, or like, oh, the sex is not what it used to be, and like that's not even real life. You know what I mean? I think as human beings, we can all agree, nigga. How many times do you think? Here's the first question of the day for the Don't Ask podcast. How many times do you think you can have sex with someone until you're over it?
it depends on.
Until
think
all
that-
the sparks is gone.
No. It depends on the energy of the sex, like the attraction that you have with this person. I think that take you a certain amount of level. Think when that ends, what kicks in to me is, do I like this person as a person? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is this somebody I can see myself with, and we can make moves and really, you know what I mean, be a team? And then, what about this person I don't like? You know what I'm saying?
That's a good question.
And that leads to another situation I want to talk about too, when females be acting like they don't, like you the one that's gonna be the cheater and all that, or
Right.
you can't be the one to settle down and all that. But meanwhile, I'm watching you ever since I met you. The point system starts from there. I see these certain things about you that tell me that wouldn't work. Like a relationship with this person would not work.
But do you tell her that, or you just
think,
observe?
I think I need to start, cause cause I just sit there and cause I gotta fight through the fact that I'm Nat Turner.
Right.
So
right.
then that humbles me to everything else, because if you accept that, then
Right.
I'm just I'm cool. I don't.
That makes sense.
I don't. You know what I mean? That's a fight in itself sometimes. So when that blows over and that's cool, I don't start questioning that person's faults.
Right.
Cause I'm thinking like, damn, you let that rock and that's cool. I appreciate it. So I'm not gonna check you on your little faults, even though I'm seeing them shits. So by the time I'm accumulating all these faults and you trying to get with me on something, why you can't just be with me and all, I'm like,
Right.
Cause nigga, I just watched you since I met, and I don't like none of this shit you got going on, but us fucking or whatever, or hanging out every now and then.
I think you got the room to say something, especially because, you know, you said you changed. You know, you're not in that space no more.
Yeah, and it's
So-
still there. And that's just me being humble. At the end of the day, I wouldn't give a fuck what I did. Nigga,
Right.
let's keep it moving. If you gonna fuck with me, fuck with me. I could be
Right.
that dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I try to give a little bit more compassion to it. You know what I'm saying? I could be an asshole about it. So I'm not really tripping.
I think this is gonna sound horrible. I know some of our female fans is in the chat. We're finna get upset about this, but I think all women need instruction. You know, and in a sense, like when you look at somebody like Kevin Samuels, who I just think is entertaining. I just look at that shit as entertainment. I don't take it too serious. But he does a show where he gets 30,000 views, right? Which is all women. It's probably 6 niggas on there watching, all women.
And who you said again?
Kevin Samuels.
Okay.
So that tells me that women like that, how he's talking to them, right? So I feel like that's what women really crave. They don't know it. Maybe they ain't gonna say it, but she wants you to kind of correct her and tell her.
Well, that's how pimps are successful. And that's how they be successful for years, and billions of dollars been made
Trillions,
off
nigga.
of that. So I have to believe in that.
Yeah, so
I
you
believe
gotta
true.
put your strong hand on her.
No, I get that. I mean, no, I totally get that part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
somebody got to guide them and lead them.
Yeah.
Talk shit to him. Nah, I ain't gonna say that part. I'm glad you know the lyrics though. I ain't gonna say that part. But from your experience, right? So more on a shallow level, right? So say you're not that into the chick, right? And it's just a physical thing. In your experience, how many times do you think you have to hit until you kind of just like, all right, it's just some pussy. I'm over this.
Well, depending on all those things I did mention earlier, it could.
Say in your work
months,
life.
I don't know.
Say in your work life, right? So say one chick that you was like, oh shit, this is whoopty whoop. How many times did you work with her until you kind of like, you know what, this is just a homie?
Facts. That's a good one because that's happened. I swear to you. I swear to you that's happened a couple of times. I'm like, damn, her again. But I remember in the beginning it was like, yeah. Then it was her again.
Y'all go together and shit like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, because I knew that was the point that she probably kept requesting me. And that's cool because that's a check for me. So I respect that. You know what I mean?
Hey, it's Nakia from the Bay.
What up, Nakia?
So your little comment about what's his name, Kevin Samuels, and how women want a man to talk to them like that. There's a difference. Okay. Women don't mind having a man that is their man correct them.
Okay.
Little girls will let anybody do that and talk to them crazy.
I see what you're saying. So how do we handle the situation, right? From that I was saying, where you see a chick, right, and you're interested in her, but you're observing her actions, and you just like, damn, it's kind of fucking up the, you know, where you want it to go. Do you say something? Do you try to correct her, or you just sit back and watch and just judge it on that?
If you really feel her, you say something, and then you sit back and see if she corrects. If she doesn't correct, then that's not the one for you.
But sometimes it's certain situations you like, this is just how she is. It ain't, like, I ain't got time to sit there no more. Like, I'm grown now. I probably could have dealt with that when I was younger, but I didn't know what we're talking about when I was younger. It was just a little different. So now I'm paying attention to.
So when you're like, okay, that's just how she is, then you know that you don't want to deal with that and you move on.
Basically.
Yeah, that's it. Because dudes that I was talking to that I went to school with, and we were dating younger when we were younger, and then we kind of hooked back up. When he and I talked, it was like, he's like, well, this is what it is. I told him, I said, look, I just need you to tell me what it is about me that turns you off or whatever. I said, that's all I need. Just let me know.
It turns
so
him
we
off?
had a conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so when we had the conversation, he's like, well, you're not as active as I would like you to be. And I said, you know what? I can understand that. So, cool. Thank you very much. And that's it. Because that's what you do as adults. But when you're dealing with people who are immature, who can't accept constructive criticism or like look for like, well, what can I do about myself to better myself, then you just gotta drop them and leave.
Nah, exactly, and that's why I said it came. All this really came to me as I got older. I wouldn't even thought to ask that or say none of that when I was younger because I think my intentions was different. Now it's like I look at it differently because I'm like I really could this could be a possible situation for me. Like you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
I
exactly.
pay attention to certain things, but I think that at a certain age, I think that was one thing he said that what if it was several things like that was one thing he said to you. What if he said like five things like that shit is hard to overcome, especially when you older and that you set in your ways. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And if it was five things, if you did tell me five things, and I'd be like, okay, well, this is something I'm willing to work on. That's just me. That's just how I am. Da 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 da. And then
Okay.
move forward. It's just you have to be at some point you have to grow up in life and be like, you know, I'm either going to change or I'm not.
So you like basically you like nigga everything ain't gonna be perfect, nigga. Do
Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
I'm just fucking with
Because
you. No, I'm just fucking with you.
who knows? To be honest, in life, everything is not peaches and cream, and everything's not perfect.
Nah,
So
you
yeah,
right.
you're gonna have me sometimes where I know I get an attitude, I shut down.
Mm.
That's just how I am. I can't help that, and you're not going to change that. You're not going to be able to talk me out of me shutting down.
No, that
Let
was
me
my
have my
point.
attitude. Let me pout for a minute and do what I need to do to get over it myself, and then we come back together. That's it.
Well, I feel you, Nikia, but what if my way of dealing with things was slapping the shit out of somebody? Would you be receptive to that?
No, that's why I left the relationship like that. His thing was, oh, you don't want to do what I say, so I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
Well, that's a little
Nigga, bye.
aggressive.
I'm
That's yeah.
Damn,
Don't
knock
knock
you
nobody
out.
out,
Damn,
man.
I'm
What the
saying
fuck's
like
wrong
what
with this
the
guy?
fuck?
That guy needs some counseling. And the kids, so like the
He
question.
so like with him, it was more of him
Yeah,
and his
niggas
other
tripping.
females. If he got mad at one of them, he couldn't do anything to them, so he would take it out on me.
You know, Nikki, I've been jumped before. I've been in a few fights. You know, I always wonder how people kind of allow that to happen. You know, 'cause I would
I know
just
for
stab
me, I
somebody.
did have low self esteem while we were dealing with each other, and that's why I first allowed it to start happening. And then I had to have a conversation with myself, like, you are so much better than this. This nigga ain't shit. You deserve so much more than this. Get the fuck out.
Because
And that's what I did.
emotions and love is involved, and shit just gets. Yeah, that shit is a
That's
tricky
yeah,
ass
it's a strange
situation.
mental
It's a
thing.
bunch of
Right,
shit
right,
involved with that. How
right.
that works. It ain't just the physical part. It
No,
ain't the
because
fact that you
because
let it go.
truthfully,
It's
they make
just
you
I
they
love
play
this
mind games with you.
nigga.
They're narcissists, so they play these mind games with you where you feel like you can't you won't do anything, you
That
can't
nigga's
do better than
eating the
them,
cake in a minute.
or that's their way of protecting you, and it's just you have to
Coldest movie
get
of all time.
through those mind games and realize that nigga, you ain't shit.
That nigga said,
And like I had
"If
to
you
realize
owe me, I'll
what made me
kill
really
you."
realize it with him was that if a man approached him, he was too scared to fight a man
Yeah, that's why he was fighting you.
putting hands on me.
Every man know that though.
Yeah, I've been
Well, no,
attacked a
he
few
he
times
was he was
myself.
ready to pull out a
Yeah,
gun on a man, but when
yeah,
he was ready to fight me.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, you a pussy ass nigga.
Yeah, because most men that's been in some kind of altercation with other men, you realize like, yo, I'm a little too strong to hit a woman.
Facts.
It's like picking on a kid. Like you wouldn't even hit
Yeah,
smaller
you might
niggas.
also go snuff a 12-year-old.
Yeah, like and that's no disrespect to the woman, but that should be the man's perspective. Like you wouldn't even hit us. Like I don't even fight smaller dudes. I might just choke you or something. You know?
My
Yeah.
go-to is the bear hug.
Right. Because you gonna be the bad guy regardless. You know what I'm saying? You can't be 6'2" and
But see,
nothing
he was
and
just
black
he
and
was just a
nothing in
straight
nobody. You're the
Yeah,
bad
right.
guy.
So
He
Yeah, Nikita,
did it.
that's good. You got at it. Now, look, a quick question. Or the question right now for the day is, for the women, how many times do you get with a guy until you kind of over the sparks and all of that? You know, the thrill.
over the thrill.
Yeah, until when it's just a penis, nigga. You over all the excitement.
Or over the thrill plus, let's change something to get the thrill back. At what point do
Right.
you feel that way? Like, hold on, this
Well, see,
is
my thing
just
is this: I should never, if we're together and
See how
we're
they think.
vibing and everything, I should never get over the thrill.
See?
Because at the point that I get over the thrill, then the relationship's over.
But what if everything else is cool? He not cheating on you. He love
He
you.
ain't beating on
He's
you.
holding you. He's not beating on you. It's all love, y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're gonna
Then we
eventually
need to
get
go.
over
We
the
need to go
thrill
to
of
therapy and
sex.
find out why the thrill is gone, so we can get it back.
But so you think it just won't naturally happen? We talking 10
Yeah.
years, 5 years. You know, we talking some years. Like the same. I mean, how many sexual positions can you do? I mean, whatever we doing after about 5
Well,
years,
see,
like I
Well,
think
like,
that's
okay, so
natural. I don't think
I
that's
was
a
married
bad
for 12
thing.
years. I was married for 12. Well, no, we were together for 12 years. We were married for about 5. Well, we weren't married, but you get the gist.
I got
But
you.
anyway, so that happened. We lost the tenth of sexual thing between us, and I tried to work on it, but he was so set in his ways that he didn't want to. I'm like, dude, we got toys, we got this, we got that. Let's get it together. Or I would come home and I would try to initiate, and he was like, no. I'm like, what? You don't want your dick sucked? What the fuck's wrong with you?
I mean, he probably just got
And
done hooping or something,
And at that point, I was just like, okay, well, since you're not giving me what I want, I'm going to go out and get it somewhere else.
Oh, wow.
Oh shit!
Damn, the kid.
Damn. See how we see what we saying? See how this
I
shit
am a
go?
sexual being.
I
I'm a
feel you,
sexual
Nikki.
So
woman.
did you say that as you was
Yeah.
walking out the door to go get it?
I'm a sexual
Like
being.
you ain't give it to me. I'm about to go get it. Did you tell him that? No.
Yes.
No, you
Because I
didn't.
told him, I said,
You
I
think you
said, let's
hinted
do
it to
therapy.
him
I
or
did
something? You
everything.
ain't say
Let's do
that
therapy.
shit.
Let's talk it out. Let's do this. Let's do that. He was like, no, I just don't feel like it. And then it wasn't until I put my attention somewhere else, and he was like, well, that's mine. No, you don't. I like it's yours.
Yeah, nigga don't
Not
want to
giving
hear
me the
about his
attention
chick
that it
fucking
deserves.
somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah, you
That'll put a spark back in the relationship for sure.
you August out saying to that nigga, man, that's cold.
It's not my fault.
You hit him with
There's
that.
some kind
The
of
other thing is,
spark.
he was 10 years older than me, so it was like,
Physical
I
spark.
thought maybe he was going through, low testosterone or something.
I think that.
Oh, as you said, his test was going
Nah,
low?
she thought the nigga just had low testosterone.
Yeah.
He can't just
Get him
be over
Cygenics or
the,
something, nigga.
He can't just be over
Big
the.
Herc, take it.
What if he just over the pussy? Like, what if he just over it? And that's no knock on you, Nikki. I'm just saying, like, how can I explain this to the women, man? Like, and this is no knock on women, right? Vagina is like the best thing to a man in every aspect, right? But sometimes, like a Ferrari, it kind of loses its luster. After I didn't hit that shit on the corner a couple times, we like, it's just a Ferrari.
Okay, but then we also were swingers, but you weren't doing that no more either.
I mean, maybe he was tired. Nigga.
You said what? Say that again?
They were swinging.
We were swingers. So, him and, Rock the Icon. Him and Rock the Icon was like
You said swingers?
best buddies. They used to go to swing clubs together in D.C.
Oh, yeah.
Was he
fuck
getting
that
it on
nigga.
at the swing club, though?
Forget him then.
Yeah.
If you let that rock,
yeah.
if that was rocking like that, like,
Yeah, why you
then,
leave him? That was
yeah,
silly.
what's going on?
Yeah,
Like,
that
now
was
I'm
silly.
like, what?
You could have just kept
Yes.
swinging.
Yes, keep
It was
swinging,
like everything
nigga.
stopped. Everything freaking stopped. And I
Oh,
couldn't do it no
shit.
more.
Oh, you didn't wanna-
Listen.
yeah, I
Yeah, get you another swinger. Fuck it.
All right, thanks,
Yes.
Nakia. Shout out to Nakia,
Love is
man.
love, Nakia.
She said
I
it.
was like, damn. Oh, yeah,
Damn.
he's a lame.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
get rid of
shout
that
out to
nigga.
Nakia for
yeah,
that, man.
Fuck it.
You think you hung in there for as long as you could.
Yeah. Shout outs to Nakia.
Now, have you ever went to that extent to save a relationship, to go swinging or introduce another girl or try something new and shit? Or
I mean, I think first of all that would be the ideal relationship for me. That's why when she said that, I was like, well, so what the
You did
fuck
look
is the
confused,
problem?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what? We consoling her, going back and forth. And she was like, we was swinging. I'm like, what? This nigga crazy.
yeah, he out there. Shout out to
Yeah,
that dude.
yeah,
man.
whatever. Yeah, move on, whatever. But I think that would be the ideal relationship for me. And I mean, and we could go through how this shit supposed to works and how society supposed to be and this, that, and the other. We could whoop that shit all day. But fuck it, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not
For
mad.
me, I think that decision wasn't made by me. It was just made for me, maybe. I didn't. I ain't come up with that shit. You know what
Have
I'm
you ever
saying?
been with a chick that wanted to swing? And
Yeah, yeah, I have.
call her. What's your name? Where you calling from? Call her. Call her. You live.
Somebody straight start laughing.
All right, call back. Hey man, when y'all call, man, say something, man. Don't be scared, man. Come on, man.
You just heard a giggle
Yeah,
and did nothing. Like, oh
Probably one of your
shit,
fans,
that
man.
was
Like,
personal.
oh shit,
That's
that's
somebody
that
I
time.
know. Like, what is he on there
Yeah,
saying?
Call her. Call her.
Hello?
Yes, you live.
Dana.
Dane, what's the word?
Not much. Hey, Nick.
How you doing?
Hey, what's shaking?
Hey, how are you?
We coolin', Dana. What's the word? So,
Good.
so look, are you gonna answer the question? The question.
I'm gonna answer the question, but I called in to talk about Jada.
Oh, please do, please do. Give us some information on this situation.
Okay, so Will didn't know who he was getting with.
What do you mean?
As far as what her pedigree was,
Oh.
meaning who she was and what she was about. She already didn't want to talk to him because he wanted to talk to her, and
That's a good point.
she told him, "No, I don't talk to lanes. I talk to thugs."
That's a good point.
But that wasn't working out for her.
sure
She was
listen.
going to come up in Hollywood, young, in her 20s, blah, blah, blah. And she got with him, but he didn't really understand who Jada was and what she was about and what she's capable of and what she'll do within this marriage. So he thought he would, lessen the reins and kind of give her a little bit of freedom, and she took that and ran with it. It's kind of like being with somebody that's a stripper. And then you marry him, you take him around, whatever you take him around to your friends. And let's say you're a Will and you have all this money, all these Hollywood friends and all that, but she still have a stripper mentality and what strippers do.
Right. Right.
And so Will didn't really understand that, and now he's finding all that out. And see, it's only going to last, like you were saying, you were asking Nakia, how long does it last before you get kind of bored? For me, like 90 days.
Oh, shit. Yeah, she put a day on it.
I get like, I start itching. I start scratching. I'm like, oh, shit. You've done everything. I just saw your good part. Now you're leaving your drawers on the floor after you take a shower. Get your shit.
She's after 90 days.
She's after 90 days. She
I
over
don't
that
know if
shit.
I want to deal with all that. And that's,
Oh shit! What my headphones?
that's for me. That's my thing. But I'm just
Right there,
saying,
right there,
Will
sorry.
didn't really understand who Jada was and what she was capable of, and he thought he could work through it. And now they have all this stuff together, and it's not going to be that easy to walk away and get a divorce. And he thought he could go out there and do his thing and be happy, but he's not happy with her doing her thing.
But you don't think this is a little too old to be figuring out? They've been together for 100
Yeah,
years. Like, who? I mean,
and to the grave, until they drop you in the ground.
But who gonna
You
want
always
Jada?
learning.
What's she gonna? This is my thing though. I feel that on this. Like, what's she gonna do if you leave Will Smith? Like, what are you gonna do?
See, it ain't nobody else unless she,
Yeah,
into some European financer. It really is nobody else. I mean, I think Jada will just do what Jada wants to do, and that's be with women. Because I remember being young and seeing Jada at the clubs, and I ain't never seen her get up on no dude, but I seen her get on plenty of women.
Oh, I didn't know that was the vibe. I didn't know.
Oh yeah, Jada old school. We both from LA. We know how they get down out here. It's under the veil.
that's crazy.
But
I
if
got
you look
a
up
bunch
under
of
the veil,
stories
you
to
see
tell.
it.
These celebrities,
I didn't know
they
she
be
got
out
down
like
like
regular
that.
people.
Oh yeah, Jada never struck you as that type of person. You can see it.
I've met Jada a few times. Maybe I was just a little under the.
You was
under
just
the,
being a little naive.
I was under the mist. You know what I'm saying? I was still caught up in the
Yeah,
mist.
that's what Jamie Foxx calls it. He calls it the mist.
I was in
But
the mist for sure.
yeah, Jada back in the day, like stripper clubs and just regular clubs in Hollywood, Jada was always with like one or at least two chicks.
So let me ask you this question. Since you said that about Jada, so for the men out there, do you think it's possible when you meet a woman, right? If you know her energy when you meet her, you know she with the streets. Should you waste time trying to change her or grow her, or you should just accept it?
I mean, I think you can do it. You can do that if it's a young woman.
What's young?
I'm talking in their 20s, like 22, 23.
If it's R.
Below
Kelly, we gotta
25,
specify.
like about 18 to maybe 25 or 19 or something like that. I think men on some level, when they get with women that I would consider having a clean slate and it's not all this baggage, then they can mold them into who they want them to be. But sometimes you can't take like a hood rat and turn her into necessarily a housewife because she have that street mentality. But if she wants better, if she wants to change and be something better than where she came from, what her circumstances were, then she can do that. And I definitely believe a man can work with that, but she has to want that because sometimes our mindset and our mentality is always that hood rat.
So it depends
No
on the
matter where we go.
situation.
Like Kim Kardashian, you know, she went from like a hood rat to.
Well, pretty much like that. When you come up and you hustle your draws to get where you want to go, you just have that mentality. And see, Kanye thought because she was so visible in the world and she was the most sought out after woman that he could change some of that, and she would kind of bend to his will. But she was like, with or without you, I have this.
I feel
Yes,
on that
you
shit.
know, you make it, you magnify
90
it for
days, she
me,
fucking her for 90
but
days.
I'm still who I am.
I feel that. Well, I ain't
He
gonna. I
thought
ain't
he
trying
could
to
live
change no
with it,
women.
but I don't think on some level he you know, got. It came to his mind like, yeah, I might not be able to live with this. And then the thing about the celebrity is your track record go with you, so your bodies go with you.
I don't think celebrities care.
I think to a certain extent they don't care, Nick,
it's so
but
much
a
sex
Kanye
going
married
on.
to a Kim, at some level, he remembers the videotape with Kim busting it wide open for Ray J.
Yeah, but think about how
Like,
many.
I just think stuff
She
started
probably got
messing
so
with
many
his
that don't
mind.
count.
There's
on
probably
that,
a
though.
bunch of other tapes out. And she done
Yeah.
fucked other dudes.
Yeah.
If you
I
concerned
think he
about that,
started thinking
then
about all of that, and
get you a version.
you know, Kim is not going to find another Kanye, so there's nowhere for her to really go. She can get with somebody less than and try to control that situation and have that person do what she wants done, but she's not going to find another Kanye because there's only so many Kanyes.
So you say that to say that it's an addiction, it's a disease to have to be with somebody that's a celebrity, if you're a celebrity or something like that?
You got to speak up a little bit for me.
I said, you think it's how it has to be, that she has to be with somebody powerful or somebody else, a celebrity, that much? Not even really somebody just on
it's
her
all
level?
about the brand. See, the mother is the tool behind the brand, and so she's moving the pieces on the chessboard. So now that you can look at the progression of the Kardashians, now as they become less popular, they have these biracial children and they put them out there. Anytime Kim or Chloe, their star isn't rising or no one's paying kind of attention to them on social media, they push the kids out there. Oh, look at little so-and-so doing this. Oh, and it gets 1 million views and this and that. So it's just the mother actually just controlling how the image is put out there.
So you say ain't no saving them, pretty much. We wasting our time trying to save
It's
them.
not those women. No, it's not. It's saving them. But Kim is in the moving in the right direction because she can change her image. See, she's rebranding herself as to be an attorney and to do all of this and that. And I'm gonna get these black dudes out. I'm gonna work with these attorneys. I'll be the face of that when the attorneys are doing the real work. So she's allowed to rebrand herself. And not be just a chick that was busting it open on the videotape, but I'm Kanye's wife. I'm the aspiring attorney. I'm the mother of these beautiful children. This oldest child is being a model and all of that. So I think, you know, and our memories as the public aren't that long. They're short.
That is a fact. Thank you, Dana.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Dana. Shout out to Pasadena in the
Thank
building.
you.
I feel on that. Listen, she said 90 days. That's a little extreme.
That's
a little extreme.
Word. That's a quick. That's a.
Yeah.
Fuck. I just want to fuck this nigga. Fuck.
I hope the
it.
fellas heard that.
Beat
Nigga.
it.
She said 90 days, nigga.
She
She
said 90
like,
days, she
I'm
over it.
cool, nigga.
So men don't feel bad
She's like, I'm cool.
if you over it in 60,
Usually,
65.
what's usually your breaking point? So from your experience, like for me personally, I usually notice a year and a half, I'm kind of over the situation. So what's usually like your line, like where you kind of like, damn?
It depends on how far it go. If it lasts that long, like, what the fuck? I swear to you, I think I told you the other time. Like I think I'm more likely to get a one night stand than a chick that I'm gonna be with like that.
And we gotta put that on the ladies, man. The ladies, y'all gotta do
and
better.
I'm starting to think that's what it is, cause
now,
fucking...
hold on, cause let's not put all the blame on the ladies. So, do you think they may?
No, not 100%. No.
Do you think they might act a certain way with you because of a certain perception they may have of you?
I think that happens a lot. I truly think that happens a lot, and I quite honest with you, I be feeling some kind of way sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That might be what
it is, man.
I'm still like I operate off Keith, not Nat Turner.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So hard that when that Nat Turner shit comes, sometimes I forget. Motherfucker be like, yo, I be like, oh, yeah. Like, I be so far into just being Keith that sometimes I forget about Nat Turner. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when certain shit like that happens, I do, you know what I mean, feel some kind of way. I run with it. It is what it is. But, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that part, though, shit.
Yeah, I'm human, nigga, at the end of the day. So
to some people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To some people,
yeah.
You should come up with like a questionnaire or something to do on the first before you even go out. You gotta come up with like a questionnaire, like a checklist shit, nigga.
Yo,
I need to know. If not, I don't want to waste my time.
Yo, I get snatched up low key like a chick. Yo, come here. Yo, what up? I'm like, yo, what? Huh? Yo, what you doing? I'm like, where you going after this? The next thing you know, I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Come with me, let's go.
Maybe you got to dress different. Dude. Maybe that's what it is. You know, maybe you got to throw a suit on or something, you know.
Well, if I'm throwing a suit on, then I'm traveling in different realms, like going some grown folks spots and shit like that.
You have to go to a lounge, nigga.
Yeah,
you know
start doing more lounges. You know what I'm saying?
You got to go to a lounge, man. Or, they got some little brunch spots out in Santa Monica.
Nah, I be fucking with them, man. Yeah. It's just like how I'm still on like a particular kind of motorcycle, and I don't want one of them Harleys or nothing like that because I don't think I'm at that age. Even though I'm not young, I trust me, I'm probably like a year out to getting the Harley. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna wait that year out, motherfucker. I ain't getting on a Harley yet. Fuck that. I'm staying on my crotch rocket is what they call them, basically.
It's so funny.
I'm not ready to get on a Harley, bro, with the loud music and do all that loud pipes and all that. I'm not ready for that.
That's a certain age group for bikers.
It just looks old, and it is.
So look, I was just. It's so funny.
Ain't no 20-year-old, no fucking 30-year-old, no like for real on one of them Harley, like for real, with the feet out in front, the system playing.
I didn't know.
Old school Al Green playing and shit like. Nah, I'm not.
I didn't know that was a thing in the bike world.
That's a elder thing.
It's funny you say that because I was just contemplating to myself in the car about my Mustang. I was like, damn, do I need to get something like a little older, like a grown man car? Because I got nigga got the 2-seater coupe. Yeah,
what you gonna get? A 4-door caddy?
Nigga,
you gotta get the caddy.
You
gotta get the 4-door caddy, nigga.
See, I'm like, if I'm gonna go all the way, I gotta just let it go. You know, that's how I was feeling. Like I'm not finna. Nah, nigga. Either I'm gonna get an old school.
No, I feel you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just get some like a smart car or some shit and get an old school.
Just be
cool.
Yeah, no. At some point, you just gotta be that family dude.
Yeah,
just
man,
like fuck it, let me get something practical,
good
on gas. You know what I'm saying? Shit is economically good and all that.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I refuse. I'm like, no.
I'm in the car thinking the shit I can fix this shit. Like, I could just do this. And I'm like, fuck all.
I get it, bro. Shit, I swear to you.
That's funny you was having that conversation. That's real, though. Sometimes you feel that way. Like,
yeah, like, fuck it. What, you know what I mean?
It might be that time you got to get the Jeep, man. You got to just, get out the 2-seater.
Next thing you know, niggas talking caravans.
Nah, I'm not going caddy.
See?
I won't even go caddy, though. I feel like caddy is too close.
See, you know what I said?
Nigga.
Caddy, he was like, hold on,
yeah,
no.
that's too close.
You got a Cadillac?
Yeah. You comfortable in that motherfucker. You leaning this shit. Your ashtray filled up, nigga.
That's
cool.
that grown folk shit.
Nah,
big
I'm
big
cool.
4-door caddy, nigga.
My pops got a caddy. I'm cool.
The big shit.
Yeah, I'm cool. I might go with like a Tesla. I might get a Tesla or some shit like that.
Nah, I think that electric shit is what's popping right
Yeah.
now, and if you can get involved with that, I think that'd be a cool thing because that's what it's heading for.
Yeah, Felonious was hipping me to the other day. Felonious got a. If y'all don't know who Felonious is, that's Wanzer. He has a Chevy Volt.
Oh,
Right.
nah, I know exactly
Yeah.
what those
And
are.
he was
yeah.
telling me he was
It's
like
half Conda. You could
Well, his
plug
is all
them up,
electric,
but,
I think.
Oh, all 100%. Okay.
That nigga say, nigga, everywhere he goes, free to charge.
Yeah.
He don't pay for shit. He
Yeah,
don't,
that
nigga.
at the long run, that'll save you if you know what I mean.
Right,
Like,
right.
I don't know about pulling up to the club
Nah, you
like,
not
yo,
finna
bitch, get
not,
in.
Not in the
That's
vault,
a little
nigga.
something different, but nigga, yeah, you on some grown man shit, yo,
You
fuck
not
that.
You not getting no broads in the vote, my nigga.
And my birthday in 30 days.
What you got? You gonna get another motorcycle? Get the Harley, man.
Nah,
You gotta switch it up, bro.
I'm gonna get rid of this because it's winter, and I always do that. I get rid of shit in the winter, get something else in the
Kick
summer.
your
but
legs out, man. It's about that time.
Nah,
Speakers
I'm cool.
out. Going down, Venice.
I'm cool.
That's where y'all hang out
I'm
when you
about
get
to
the
get a
Harleys.
big ass, jacked up monster truck. That's what I'm about to
What
get.
you looking at?
The one of the Silverado joint,
Let me see if I
the
can find
big
one.
joint with the big jacked up and lights up under the shit.
Is it the T-Rex?
Not a T-Rex. It's a Silverado flatbed, 4-door, the crew cam joint.
Let me
That's
see.
my next step right there. I'm trying to run up on curves, people grass, all kind of shit.
Oh
nigga.
shit, this is a little serious right
You know
here.
what I'm saying?
Let me see.
So that's what I'm doing next.
This joint right here. You not trying to go this high on it though.
Nah, not that monster. It's like these niggas running over cars and competitions.
Yeah, they went.
I just, you know
They
what I'm
went with the
saying?
white boy. When I typed in the monster truck, they hit me with the white boy monster truck. This joint right here.
No, that's what I'm gonna hook
Oh,
it
this
up
one.
like that, but not like that though.
That joint.
Yeah, something like that. Nah,
Yeah,
something. I ain't really see the exact same one. Down with it, all the way down to the left.
Let me show the people what we looking at. Down to the left. This one right here.
Yeah, that type shit.
Oh yeah, that's
But
it.
jacked up like crazy.
I seen the inside of. I didn't know that.
Oh, them
the
shits is
cabin-
plush.
I didn't know. I
And
didn't
they
know.
ain't cheap.
I did not know. My
Them shits is not cheap.
my partner, his wife's father has a Ram, the
Yeah.
Dodge Ram, whatever the new one
Uh-huh.
is. That shit.
That's what that is. That's
I
a
got in that shit. That
GMC
shit
Ram
was
with
decked the fuck out, nigga. I was like, yo, what the fuck? And he was like, yeah, it's nice in this motherfucker. I was like, nigga,
Yeah.
who knew?
Yeah.
Who knew? Yeah, this shit's cold.
Oh, this shit you
Yeah,
climb
man,
up
come on.
and
Yeah, you keep your motorcycle. You put your bike on the back of
put
that
the
shit.
bike on the back, take that shit to Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, you gonna get rid of the Mustang?
Huh?
You getting rid of the Mustang?
I want to get after my son one day. I gotta hold on to it. It's gonna be parked somewhere with a cover over it or something at some
Yeah.
point.
Yours is a stick though, right?
Yeah, it's a
Can he
stick.
drive a stick?
Nah, he can't drive nothing.
Nah.
He only
But that'd be
14
good for him
right
because
now.
he can't text and drive, so that's good.
Yeah, well, nah, that's not true. I do it all the time,
Oh, see,
nigga. I
see.
roll weed, text, and drive all kind of shit.
That's a
Nigga,
master
when
roller.
You
When
can
you
drive
can
a
roll
stick,
and
you can
drive.
drive a stick.
When you can roll and drive, that's a master roller right there. Put that,
Yes,
put
I
that kneecap on
roll,
that steering wheel, man.
nigga, all them Vegas trips I took and that shit.
Yeah, no spills either,
Just
man.
rolling up mad blunts on the way. They're not stopping.
I was holding on to my Mustang to give to I was gonna give it to Brooklyn, my little brother. But we up at this nigga's Fox house, and this nigga Fox, you know, niggas throw out impossible feats. So he like, look, you get straight A's, you make varsity, you start, I'll buy you any car you want.
Oh, damn.
He say this shit with this nigga in like 10th grade. So
I
No,
be
going into 11th
hard, nigga. Sleep, eat
So,
shit,
yeah.
working out, running, all kind of shit.
So he just got his license and shit. You know, he just took a test, got his license. So I'm like, yeah, I just finna hand him the whip, nigga. Like, here, take it. And so he sent my dad the report card, and he said, yo, send this to Fox, nigga. Let him know, nigga, I got straight A's, and I'm on a VAR. So Fox is getting this nigga a Tesla.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I might as well keep my
He's
little
like,
motherfucking
"I'ma
Mustang,
keep your
nigga.
shit.
I want to keep this little
Pass
shit,
it
nigga.
to the next one.
Yeah. So the next one come up, you know. Or I might swap it out for something a little more, you know, convenient. You know what I'm saying? Give me a little electric joint. Chat room, what y'all think about the electric whips? Well, you like the Teslas? You a Tesla guy?
Yeah. Teslas is cool with me.
You been seeing the people keying up the Teslas?
Oh, that's a thing?
Yeah, just random people running
Just
by.
because it's a Tesla.
Yeah, just they got a problem with Teslas,
Damn,
man.
that nigga became a trillionaire. That's why somebody mad. He stepped on too many toes to get that trillion. These probably multi-million-dollar motherfuckers scratching up his Teslas.
Nah, this shit fucked up. Like,
And they putting it on film?
Yeah, because some of the Teslas have cameras attached to them.
Oh.
And sensors and shit. So once, motherfucker get to tapping that bitch, that shit'll
Oh,
go
I
off
didn't
and walk
even
by
know.
it. That shit'll go off. But they had a whole bunch of people on this motherfucker. And look, and she they just came by with a slide though, like shit, and then gotten her shit and peeled out.
How much camera work is that? Somebody got good camera work. They got all of that.
Yeah, they got her ass quick. But yeah, so this has been like a trend. This is just one that was caught on camera, but this has been a trend going around that people been having problem with Tesla drivers, and they've been just randomly keying Teslas and shit. You ever get that with I know people have an issue with motorcycle drivers. So you get that a lot on the road?
I don't, nah. I just understand that that's how that works, but nah, I haven't personally experienced that, like, for real.
You ever have to knock a nigga window off? I mean, the side mirror?
No, I did that when I was younger.
I can't stand it.
Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, you're right. Because we'll be riding. This was when I was back home in New York. We'll be riding. Motherfucker cut you off or act stupid. You know they doing that shit on purpose, getting all fall over. The motherfucker behind you is coming to take your shit off. If he see that you got, you know what I mean? Nigga did some dumb shit. That next bike coming to take that rear view off.
That's fucked up.
That's your job. When you see your man get cut off, you coming, bop. You know what I'm saying? And we out.
Did you hear about the Raiders player? Nah, DJ, call in. I know you be at work. Yeah, I'll look it up, but I didn't hear about I'm
the
not
Raiders player did what?
I'm not really tapped into football, man. Let's see. Let's look at the NFL news real quick.
What this nigga?
Hopefully,
his baby mother in the trunk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hopefully, it ain't no Ray Caruso. That's the nigga
Ray
name,
Caruso.
right?
Yeah,
that
like,
nigga
what the
was
fuck is
tripping,
going
nigga.
on?
Let's see. Let's look at some NFL.
Oh, who was other nigga? Devontae Adams joint. What's his name? That's in the street drunk all the time.
I didn't hear about what did this nigga do?
Yeah.
Let's see. That DJ right there. Caller, what's the word? DJ, what up?
What up, though?
What's the word, DJ?
No, I can't call it, man. Yeah, man, you know that the Raiders player, man, that young kid, man. I think he like in his early 20s.
Uh-huh.
You know, I work right next door to a practice facility. You know, they built a huge practice facility out here. I work right next door, so I used to see
that's
him
in Vegas, right?
like every couple days. He had this C8 Corvette that was like wrapped green, and it had like a funny print on it. It was cool though. It was a dope color, you know. So, you know, with me having a Hellcat, you know, I run into these dudes sometimes, and, you know, we almost, you know, race on the freeway and stuff. So, like, I'll be going to work in the morning, and there's been times where I ran into him and when I ran into their running back, because their running back got the Mustang GT 500, the supercharged thing. And one day we was going at it in traffic trying to race, but it was just too much traffic. We really couldn't, you know, and we get off at the same exit and go to the, you know, pretty much goes to the same place. And yeah, man, at 3 o'clock this morning, he ran into the rear end of somebody, and the car caught on fire. And man, it killed like 2 people. So he probably done with, over with, done going to prison.
Wait, so he survived though, right?
Yeah, he survived, but supposedly he got like broken bones and stuff like that.
And that's their receiver, right?
Yeah, the receiver.
Like that's their like top receiver.
Kind of like not even too far from my crib, like maybe like 10, 15 minutes.
I know
away
that
from my
name,
crib.
bro. That's like a top receiver, bro.
And it
Henry
says
Diggs is the top receiver for that team.
It says a DUI. So it was reported was he drunk or on drugs or something?
Yeah. So they say he was drunk because when the police got to the scene, they could tell he was kind of impaired, you know?
Well, he was in an accident.
I don't know why. Huh?
Wouldn't he be impaired if he was in an accident?
No, that's different. Like,
impaired meaning drunk.
You have a concussion.
Nah, the first thing they do is take your blood
like,
on the accident.
I'm trying to get nigga for that. Trying to help the nigga out.
There really ain't no escaping that. And you know, in Vegas don't really play about stuff like that. Like they just throw the max at you. Like some years ago when I first moved to Vegas, it was a situation where 2 dudes had got into it after the club, and the one dude, he made the other dude crash his car. I think he shot him though. And then he crashed his car, and it crashed into a taxi, and the taxi blew up, and it killed don't know if you ever heard of David Chesnoff, but he used to work with like Death Row, and he got like a lot of people, you know.
I know you're talking about.
You know, so it's a possibility he might get a slap on the wrist, but I don't really see it, man. But it's just told that a kid that young, you know, that happens to. And, you know, that's one of the reasons why the sports teams didn't want to come to Vegas, because they figured that their players was going to be getting into stuff like that, partying too much, getting drunk, going to jail, beating up their girls because they drunk and stuff like that. So it kind of like, it still happens, you know. It's really inevitable.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. What was he driving again?
Sad. The Corvette C8, the new Corvette.
I was thinking about getting one of those. I was getting that.
It looked like you couldn't even tell it was that in them pictures.
My brother-in-law actually has one, and sometimes we trade all the time. Like, you know, we switch for like a week. And man, they dope cars and they fast, because it's really like a Chevy Ferrari or a Chevy Lamborghini. You know what I'm saying? And it's fast. It's really faster than my Hellcat because it's lighter, and you know, all the power just goes down because the motor is in the back. But the car is light, you know what I'm saying? So if he's flying like this, because he survived. So if he's just flying like that, and the trunk is in the front, so he really ain't hurt nothing.
Right.
Like, so he probably hit that gas tank, and the gas tank just caught on fire.
Damn.
Man, it blew up. But yeah, not only is he gonna go to jail, but he gonna have a huge lawsuit. Like, they're gonna sue the hell out of him. So with all the little NFL money he got now, he probably won't have it. They're going to sue him and try to take whatever they can get from him.
Better start putting that shit in his mama name.
Facts. That's what you got to do. Put in your mama name.
Put in your mama name.
Like Manny Fresh said.
That's all I got.
Hey, so DJ, question of the day is, how many times can you get with a woman until you over it?
What you mean, get with?
How many times can you have sex with a woman until you over the excitement of the vagina is just regular vagina to you now?
Man, listen, it don't sound crazy, but it depends on the woman. So I'm more in tune with the woman. So, like, because a vagina is a vagina. You can buy a vagina on the street corner. I can get vagina anywhere. I've had multiple vaginas. You know what I'm saying? So,
$100 in Mexico.
I'm not even going to front. I'm going to keep it 100. I fall in love fast. You know what I'm saying? I'm more infatuated with the woman than the vagina. You know what I'm saying? So if the woman is boring, or if she not, you know, up to my standards or my liking, or, you know, it's more about her personality and stuff like that, I will get bored rather immediately. But if she dope and she kind of, I can kick it with her, and even if the vagina is mediocre, I'm going to still have so much love for that woman. I'm going to still rock with the woman. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a sex thing. Like, I'm not a sex deviant, and I'm not too big on that. Like, a lot of people, you know, is caught up on the sex thing. Like, they just slaves to the sex thing, and that gets people in a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
and
that
never been me.
Nakia said 90 days, nigga. Was that Dana? Dana said 90 days, and she out.
90 days, regardless of the person?
Yeah,
like,
she said
out regardless, 90 days.
She said 90 days. She said, fuck that, she out.
Well, that explains a lot. That explains why she's not married. But, you know, that's her decision. You know, I respect it, but this is not my get out. You know, how many bodies do she got? I mean, Jesus Christ.
I didn't want to go there with it, DJ.
How many 90 days did she go through?
Hey, DJ, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in like 5 minutes.
All right,
appreciate the call. Hey, y'all, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Get your questions ready. Stay tuned.
Soulful music. Enjoy.
This is another Infosol production.
All right, y'all. We back. Welcome back to the Don't Ask podcast. What's your name, man?
Matt Turnher in the building.
Hey. So we were just talking to DJ. He was giving us information about the wide receiver and for the Raiders. Apparently got in a DUI accident.
Man, that was crazy, yo.
So do you think
I used to live in Vegas.
I was going to ask you, too. So you spending a lot of time in Vegas. Do you think that was a good idea to put a football team out there, especially an NFL team? You know, like, that's a little.
Well, I don't see why not.
People they're going to do what they're going to do.
Yeah. I mean, that's just like saying, why have one out here?
Facts. Yeah, facts. I was gonna say, yeah, Vegas is not much different from California and New York. If
Yeah.
you've been to those places, like it's not much different.
Or even in the Bay.
Right, especially the Bay, yeah.
Got in
Yeah,
trouble in the Bay doing dumb shit.
that is facts.
I don't care. Where you gonna have a team where you gonna go to Arizona? They do dumb shit too.
Yeah,
where,
no.
where you gonna go?
Remember when the teammate smashed Steve Nash's
Minnesota?
wife? Remember that shit?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Where you
it's-
gonna go? Minnesota Vikings?
Yeah, it's a wrap.
You gonna
yeah.
freeze your ass off. That's it. There ain't no way you gonna go that if you don't want. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But listen, my most traumatizing experience, and I know this is getting way off subject because I'm talking about Vegas. Like, I was dating this girl, right? She was from Iran, but her family moved to Sweden.
Okay.
And she was born and raised in Sweden.
All right.
Eventually got her shit together, whatever, made it to Vegas. So I meet her somewhere in Vegas, somehow, I forgot. So I known her for like 6 years. Maybe that last 2 years we really got together. So I moved to Vegas and we was together. And she been home a couple times. She been back to Sweden a couple times since I've known her to visit her family. Her family even came to Vegas a few times that I can remember, blah, blah, blah. So this very last time, mind you, she just a regular packed. Actually, she came to New York with me. Then from New York.
I was serious.
Oh, no, facts.
Oh, yeah, you moving all over the globe. I see.
Oh,
you.
no. Well, I'm from New York, so she came home to New York with me. Then from there went to Sweden. Just a regular trip to see her family
people, right.
and then meet me back in Vegas. So she go there. I ended up going back to Vegas. Then I get a call, yo. Just the cryingest call I ever got in my life. I'm thinking maybe her mom's died or some shit like that. She tells me they won't let her come back to the United States, yo.
Her people or the country?
No, the country.
Oh,
shit. They
Oh,
took her shit. She fucked her paper. Long story short, that wasn't doing the right thing with her paperwork going back and forth.
Right.
Overstay.
Right,
You know
right.
what it is. But just imagine you've been living here for 7 years
Damn.
and you just go home to visit. You pack with your bag, you know, your little week, about a week and a half bag to go. Your life is here. By then, for 7 years, you'd accumulated all
Right.
kind of businesses and situations here. And just go home, and then they tell you could never come back. You just can't come back. And, yo, that shit just, that fucked me for a minute.
Why you didn't go to Sweden? What happened?
My passport was fucked up.
Hilarious.
My passport was fucked up.
Y'all couldn't go to a neutral country, nigga?
Because I could walk over to Mexico and then figure
Come
it
on,
out
man.
from
Y'all can
there.
meet at the
But
gate.
then again, it's a long story short in
Yeah.
between where she was a little cocky with shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I offered all this off the jump. Soon as it happened, like,
Right.
yo, listen, you was looking to get married, fuck it,
Yeah, I
or
was gonna say,
looking
you
to
coulda
go
took
over
that
there and
route,
do.
yeah.
She thinking, oh no, it'll work out. About almost a year later, when it don't work out, now let's do no. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, I don't understand. So hold on, Keith. Hold
Okay,
on.
I offered all this
Nah,
shit.
I heard that part, but I
Okay.
heard something else in between there.
What you heard?
So were you upset? Were you upset that she didn't want to get married?
No, I wasn't
Or were
upset
you
about that
upset-
because I wasn't fully prepared to do that. I did
So
that
why
to
did
get
it
her
bother you
back
that she
to the
pushed you
country.
down the line?
No, it didn't bother me. Then, okay, cool, that's not what you,
Right.
but don't come back later and
Why?
say, let's do
But
that.
why though? That's what I'm asking.
By then, I'm like, nah.
That's
Because
fucked up.
that took me, you know how much balls it took me to even put that out there? To say that I would do that? You know what
Yeah,
I'm
but she
saying?
don't know that.
It don't matter. That's how I felt. Like, you're not going to accept that now that you know
Hey, I
that
feel
your
you.
way don't work. Now you want to, nah. You should have just took that then. You would have been back. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to offer that.
But what if she didn't want to get married? What if that was the hang up?
No, I known her for years. That bitch was never mad. Like,
She didn't get. It wasn't all of that.
it wasn't. She
So
was
you-
never. It wasn't that.
You
at
stopped
all.
talking to her. That was it.
We communicated because I had to get all her stuff to her.
Oh shit.
Like her whole apartment, our shit that we had together, her
Right.
car, like it was a lot going on. Like she been here 7 years. So I had to make sure she got all her shit together. Everything was
You a good dude. You could
back
have
to her.
just
Oh,
sold.
I
yeah.
could have shitted on her
Yeah, you
completely.
coulda-
I don't, to this day, some type of good karma gonna have to come to me for that.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
I
a
could have
good
just been
dude,
like,
brother,
fuck
'cause-
you, bitch. You're gone. You can never come back. I got
Never.
all your shit. Oh, just offer up,
Yeah,
nigga.
you a good, you a good dude,
Offer
man.
up everything. She
That
had
shit
all
would've been
kind of
on-
shit.
Nigga should have been right online.
I'm
nigga.
shipping all. I'm going to the post office at least twice a week, bro.
Yeah.
With boxes and boxes
And
of
you
shit.
shipping shit that's in somebody's house, so that
Yeah,
ain't
and,
no.
no, she paid for all of that.
Yeah, but
It ain't
still,
like I would, but yeah, I had to pack up all
yeah,
her
that
shit
ain't no
and
light work.
ship it to her. Yeah, it wasn't.
Shit,
And on top of the traumatization of this shit happening, I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah, you a good dude, man. Cause
Nah, I hear you.
if I'd have felt some kind of way, I'd have been like, yo, man, why you calling me, nigga? Like, we don't,
Yeah.
you can never come back. I don't know what you
I
calling
had
me
the
for.
V riding around.
Yeah,
I'm chilling.
I
got
ran that
all the
bitch
shit.
flat, nigga.
Nah,
Had
I
another-
sold it for her, sent her the bread,
Oh,
couple
yeah.
dollars. You know, I kept a couple dollars for my
I mean,
pain
that's
and
just-
for my moving
Pain and
around and doing
suffering.
my pain and suffering. But
You gotta
I
keep
did
a
the
couple
right
things.
thing. You know what I'm saying? And I swear to you, I never physically seen her again. That had to have been good 6 years ago.
I guess speaking of never seeing somebody again in old things. So the second question for the day is what do you do when you out with your new girl and run into your old girl? And
Duck.
say you and your old girl it didn't go bad though, like
I still duck. What
you just-
Chappelle said, you move in a zigzag pattern and duck, motherfucker. But no,
this ever happened to you?
yes, it has. It has a few times. But then you gotta understand when it happens on the other end where you see her with somebody
Oh,
else.
yeah,
You know
that
what I'm
ain't
saying?
never
I remember
cool.
That shit is never cool,
Yeah,
yo.
that's never cool.
I remember one time I got a call from my little brother, and I had broke up with my ex or whatever, and he called me mad as hell, like, yo, because this was in New York, I was in Cali. So he was like, I'm at this function right now. She here with some nigga. Yo, what the fuck? I was like, yo, calm down, nigga. We ain't together no more. But damn, now that you called me and saddened my day, god damn it, what he look or what they doing?
Right. Yeah, turn your camera around, nigga.
What they doing? No, they together. They hugged up. I'm like, oh shit. I don't want to see that shit, nigga. I'm getting off the phone. Fuck out of
You
here.
feel like that with all your exes?
Hmm?
You feel like that with all your exes?
I haven't had that experience with all of them, so I
Yeah.
won't know until you
Yeah.
really see them with somebody else.
That
We
shit is
obviously know they
uncomfortable.
with somebody else, and you know what's happening.
Right.
If he's putting that work in, you know her reactions to it.
Right. That's a fucked up
That's
thought.
the fucked up part.
Right. That's all a nigga thinking
Somebody,
about.
yeah,
It's like, nigga
I
doing
know,
what
and that's
did.
just nigga shit. And where that come from, just being a dude, I don't know. It's just dude shit, I guess. I don't know.
So have you ever been in public and on a nice little date, everything chill, and bump into what was the situation? You bump into an ex? Did she approach the table? You know, that's when shit get awkward. Nigga approach
Yes. This shit just happened not too long ago. Well, I wouldn't say an ex. It's somebody you know you was dealing with. So I can't really say like an ex because it never really went there. But of course, it's happened with an ex. But it's not a good look. I mean, I don't care what nobody say. Even if you upgrade it, you know what I'm saying? It's still
That's when it's
daunting
real
experience.
awkward. That's when it's
Yeah.
real awkward, nigga. Because you almost embarrassed that you used to fuck with this chick. But
You can look at it that way too.
But then your ex she gonna feel some kind of way because this bitch cold. You know?
But then again, both of them could have been bad. Like this just badder. That's it. You know what I mean? Like it ain't like she not bad. This one badder. That's it. I mean,
So,
or to you for now, and then you be like, oh damn, well, I could have still just been with her. This bitch. I don't know. This shit is a confusing fucking situation. I wish y'all could just live as a dude for a good 90 days.
Oh
You know what I'm saying?
That'll put the world at peace.
If that'll put the world at peace. If chicks could live as a dude for like 90 days, but I don't know about dudes living as chicks for 90 days.
Nah, we cool.
But listen, nah. Pause. If nigga like a bad bitch, like for real, nigga, you know how much I'd be a total asshole. Like, what, nigga? You come here. You going home with me tonight. Shut the fuck up.
What if you could
leave
just
your
plug
friends
in?
right now? We out. Nigga, what the fuck? Average nigga going, I'm
Watch.
out. Like this.
That's gonna be counseling in a few years from now.
Huh?
That's gonna be marriage counseling in a few years. You gonna have to go to your counselor. They gonna put some shit on your head and make you live as your wife, nigga, for a couple of days, nigga, so you could just experience what she experienced and relate.
Oh,
that's gonna be some real life shit.
I think that could, if somebody invent, that's a multi-trillion-dollar situation.
Yeah. So imagine like if you could experience your woman's cramps, you know what I mean? So you can understand, like, oh goddamn, this is what you're going through. Oh shit,
I
like,
feel you.
Right, that's fucked
like,
up.
Pause, but I understand. Like,
yeah.
No,
and then for women, like I feel like if women could feel how uncontrollable a dick is, they would understand so much more. Like, oh my God, this is what y'all going through? Like, oh shit, this nigga talking to you? Like, yeah, nigga, it ain't, yeah, my brain talking to me, I'm talking to me, my dick talking,
shit,
bitch.
Walk by, shit just happens. You like, oh,
you like,
shit.
nah, I'm cool. Your dick like, nah, nigga, we can get that.
Yeah,
like, nah, I'm cool.
yeah.
Like, nah, come on, nigga, you still got it. You sitting like, come on, my nigga. So look, I'm on a date with this chick. We at the Grove out here in LA. If you from LA, everybody know what the Grove is. So we at the Grove, and this chick bad, tall and shit from Atlanta. She cold blooded nigga, business chick. And so she's like, yo, let's get some food. I'm like, all right, let's just go to the Cheesecake Factory. It's right there. You can sit down, nice and shit. We dressed up. We go sit down at the Cheesecake Factory, and I bullshit you not, nigga. My fucking waitress walks up, and it's my fucking ex.
Wow.
And so the shit goes so south fast because the ex thinks I brought the bitch there to stun on
to
her.
do that, yeah.
Because the bitch, she's so cold, nigga. Like, and she's total opposite of the one I was with. So the shit just got awkward quick. The bitch, she walked up with her head down and shit and looked up and was like, really, nigga? And then I looked up because we were just talking to each other, and I looked up like, oh shit.
She literally said that.
Nigga, this at the cheese,
really,
nigga. At the fucking Grove with white people at, y'all. It's nice over there.
Yo, so she caused the scene.
She did. She was like, really, nigga, and she from New York, so that shit. She was kind of gangster. Yeah, so she is one of yours, nigga. So she was kind of gangster with the shit. So I'm like, I'm already knowing like if Shorty across me say anything, it's finna spark, nigga. Like in the Cheesecake Factory. So I'm like, yo, can we just get some water? So she's like, oh, you want some motherfucking water? And so she just walks off like, yo, let's go. And we just get up and bail out that motherfucker.
They're like, I'm out.
They got dipped, nigga.
Like,
but
that's not like, damn, I forgot I was allergic to cheesecake.
And what's fucked up is I knew she worked there. Like, I knew. I just forgot on the date. I was in fucking La La Land. And that's what she tripped on. Like, nigga, you brought a bitch to my job, nigga. And I'm like, oh, damn.
No, that's foul.
Yeah.
And I felt like that just recently. I brought a chick to a situation. And the other chick walked right by. I was like,
did y'all make eye
we
contact?
Officially not. She saw me and she knew I was dead because the whole how that nigga shouted me out 100 times.
They put the light on that nigga.
It was never no darkness. It was broad daylight in that motherfucker. And they shouted me out like 5 times. Like, yo.
For real, that shit was classic.
There's no way in the world.
So I don't know. What do you do after that? Do you hit the other person?
No,
and be like, hey, yo, I see you.
No, I did send a little joke and little.
Yeah, little love tap. Like, yo, we should
like, yeah, you looking sexy tonight.
Right. See where that goes.
Yeah, but the one I was with though was a little sexy.
I was there. She was cold. She was cold. I thought, you know what's crazy? I thought that was just like somebody you might have met at the mall or something. You know, I didn't think that was like I didn't think she was a famous chick. You know, because she was real modest and stuff. You know what I'm saying? She didn't come off like that. So I was like, oh, he probably like his. You know.
When was he? Did you? I don't know.
I thought he was cold though. I was like, I thought it was like a regular, regular smuggler. I was like, okay, he got him a regular.
No, it is. It is. It is a regular.
If you out the game, you got to get out the game, man. You can't be going to the YMCA with your jersey on, stealing shit, talking shit, nigga. Like, yeah, nigga, back in my day, nigga, I used to.
Yo.
If you out the game, you got to get you a regular smuggler.
A regular smuggler?
Yeah, postal worker, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nurse. Get you a nurse,
Well, she is now.
Come on, man.
I swear to you, she is now.
I believe, because she was dressed like modest and shit. So
hold on, modest? You think that was modest? What she had on?
I mean, she had a nice body though, so I can only expect so much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some tights and a halter top.
No, she didn't have no halter top on this. Well, she had a jacket on when I seen her.
Okay.
Yes, I didn't see the halter top. I seen her with the jacket on and shit. So I thought that was her outfit. You know what I mean? She didn't stand up when you stood up, nigga.
It was just, I guess you missed it. Your pops.
Yeah,
your
I
pops
did.
was like,
Yeah.
yo, hold on, what the fuck?
He was saying that on stage. That
No, I'm talking about again. Remember he said, yo, he was like, bring her to Freaking Fridays. I see her go to the bathroom, goddammit. I was like, yo, sweetie.
Yo, so who was it in case the fans want to know? They want to like, I could pull her picture up. I don't want to get mine.
No, it was a fucking Angel Eyes.
Angel Eyes.
It was just
It's a great name, yo.
an old coworker of mine. We cool. Love is love.
Do I need to put X's at
Love
the end?
for her.
Do I need to put X's at the end?
I don't know.
Let me see.
She's been out the game so long, man. I don't know what's gonna pop up. You do that. Like she was popular when I showed up, and then probably bounced after. Yeah, that's her.
Is her right here?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to. Let me see if I can show the people this. Show the yeah.
That's
She
probably an older picture though, for sure.
yeah,
but
she
If you
real
wanna-
chocolatey, y'all.
If you had anything to do with
So let me see if I
the
can find
game
that.
back in the days, you would have definitely knew who that was.
These are a lot of aggressive pictures on here, bro. I'm trying to find a
you
I'm trying to find a
look
regular.
some real
I'm trying to just get a.
PG shit.
I'm trying to just get a picture of Shawty. Here we go.
That's a cool one all the way to the left.
This one here.
Yeah, that one.
See, this is kind of the vision
That's
I had when I
somebody
seen it.
different. Yeah. I don't know what that is.
I know I was seeing this kind of modesty when I looked at it the first time. Nigga said
And
modesty.
maybe, hey, you look at that modesty. That ain't even her.
No, this shit said warning on that motherfucker. Let's get out of there. Yeah, y'all. So this is hopefully y'all not looking at the other pictures, but this is her right here. That's a bad picture. This Shawty right here. But yeah, she did. She was pretty modest, man. When I
Nah,
seen
I
her,
feel
so
you.
shout out to Shawty, man.
I feel
She was
you.
banging though.
That's all good.
So is it? Do you how does that work? So, like once you in the industry, are you like part of a club or something? Is it like the
No,
NBA and shit? Like all y'all kind of keep in touch and.
You keep in touch with who you want to keep in touch with. I think it's a lot of weirdos in that situation, so it's hard for me to keep in touch with a lot.
Do the
Not
women
to
get
say
along?
They ain't got no weird shit involved with me, but I guess I could hide it a little better. I don't know. But these niggas is weird for real.
Do the women in the industry get along outside of the work?
Some of them do it. You got this pockets of few that hang out with each other and hate on the rest. It's like anything else.
They should do like a like a housewives shit, Atlanta Housewives.
They should.
Yeah, with the adult stars.
If I had mad bread like that to spend on it, I'd do it all. I wouldn't even want to spawn one, nothing, because I know it's gonna win.
Remember, what's that called? Girls Club. What was that shit called? They shot it in Vegas.
Girls
I
Club
think
had
it's called
something to do
was
with
it called-
porno.
Yo, no, nigga, it wasn't.
Oh, I was
Nah,
like,
they just put like 5 or 6 girls in the house
Mhm.
and just turn the cameras on.
Yeah, that
It was some
always
wild
work.
shit. but you should do that with some adult film stars.
No,
man.
I've been
yeah.
involved with situations where they had to spend a night in a house overnight, about 10 of us, and whatever you do, you do.
There was no
But you
script
got
or
to
nothing.
do at least 2 or 3 things. I think the criteria was
Okay.
you got to fuck at least 2 or 3 bitches.
You just can't be that
Whatever
lonely
you
and
do,
shit.
live your life. But by the time you leave, you got to fuck at least 3 bitches.
Was it a
Nigga,
reality
my
show?
job was the fucking best, bro.
Was it a reality show kind of thing?
That's how they put it, where they
Right.
just, you know what I'm saying? Nigga,
Right.
I snuck out, went to the club, and came back.
Hilarious. And got one.
No, just went to the club that night because they
Oh.
had us spend the night there. So I'm like, everybody sleep. I got up and went to the
Hilarious.
club, Hollywood party, came back, and then fucked the bitch. Because as soon as you fuck somebody or do anything, you just got to get a cameraman, yo. It don't matter what time it is.
That's fucking
It could
hilarious.
be middle of the night, afternoon, whatever. You got that certain amount of time.
You got to go
to
get them
do it.
before?
Hmm?
Before you about to get started, you got to be like, hey, nigga, I'm about to hit this
Yeah,
shit.
well, at least let a cameraman. You can't just do it.
That's
if it ain't
fucked up.
filmed, then it don't count.
They don't
you
have the
there to
joints in the
get
room. They
paid.
ain't got the nanny cams in the room.
No, and that too probably,
Yeah, they
but you
come up.
still got to go get a cameraman. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot of production, nigga.
Nah, it's
That's a lot of production.
Yeah, I ain't paid for the production. I got a check to be there, so.
You know, I always wondered, somebody should shoot a TV show, like a sitcom, like Martin and Gina, like the Martin Show. But obviously, you would have to use adult stars, you know what I'm saying? And they should fit.
How they go to work and this, that, and the other. Yeah, all this shit is official, bro. I got so many ideas in my head pertaining to that world from, like, a real dude's perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just different with me. I think, like, my upbringing, what I really been through before this, can tell it a little differently. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
From a real, like I said, like a dude perspective, for real. And I just got so many ideas of how I saw this shit happening as opposed to somebody else telling it. You know what I'm saying?
That's the most common story I hear from
I think that
y'all professionals is y'all perception of it is totally opposite.
Yeah, that's number one. But then who it's coming from is a whole nother story. Like, I don't want to throw no names out there, but you can ask such and such, a different porno star, about their experience. And it might be similar experience, but it's how they tell it. It'd be so differently than I think how I would present it. You know what I'm saying? Is all I'm saying.
It's interpretation. Yeah,
the interpretation is key on how that shit go down, and you know what I mean? And how it really, truly went down for you. Because sometimes that's different, too. Because some things probably came at me differently than it came at them because I am different than you are, or the next person, or the next person.
Caller, you live. What's the word?
Hey. That TV show you were thinking of, Nick, is Bad Girls Club.
Bad Girls Club. That's what I was thinking about. Have you ever seen that show?
I
didn't like it. Too much fighting and women scrapping. I can't do women going back and forth and ready to fist fight and just doing stuff for the camera. I'm like, I'm good.
It didn't have no script. It was just 6 women
in
the house.
It was just girls in there fighting, and she said this, and then they would always put what they would consider a bad white girl in there, like a baddie.
Oh, damn. Can you still hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I got my phone. My car is on, so it goes right to the Bluetooth.
That's all good.
So
Dana,
the girl has like a bad shape, or what white people would consider a white girl with a bad shape, and she dates a black guy, so it would be a lot of drama with the black girls and the white girls.
That's a classic show. You never seen it, nigga? That's entertainment for hours.
It
is horrible. Don't bother. The bitches are tired and they look tired. They on their last legs.
So Dana, let me ask you. Let me ask you the question. You ever been out with your new boo and ran into your old guy?
No, that didn't happen, but this did happen. I'm like in my late 20s, and I didn't have a car. And so the guy I was seeing bought me a car.
Nice guy.
So he buys me a car. I'm driving in my car. I'm cool. It's probably about 11, like 11 o'clock at night. And I get a call. And I answer my phone and everything, and the girl says, my man had your number in his pocket. And so I'm like, huh? And she was like, yeah, the number was in there and everything, so I'm calling. I want to know who you are. And I'm like, I want to know who you are. And so we go back and forth. And at this time, I'm not the Dane I am now.
It was a whole bunch of curse words going.
Say it again?
I said it was a whole bunch of curse words going.
No, I would have been like, who are you? And so, then I was just like, yeah, that's my cousin's friend, and he was helping me look for cars. And she was like, oh, okay, are you sure that's what it is? I said, that's exactly what it is. And she was like, oh, okay, because I don't want no problems. I'm 8 months pregnant, and I just don't want no problems.
She threw that
and so I just froze, and I was like, damn.
Yo, this got to be old school than a motherfucker. The number in his pocket on a piece of paper?
Yes, that's what she said.
What was
she
this,
was
87?
Like, you said it is old. I'm in my 50s now.
Oh, yeah, I knew that was old school. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. He got the number on the paper.
I was like just frozen and everything. And then when of course I'm going to talk to him and everything. I was just like, well, what's going on and everything? And he told me, was like, this is what it is. I mean, I know you don't know, you know, you green around the edges or whatever, you're a little sheltered and all that, but this is what it is. You want to get down.
Yeah, he got bitches.
And so I was like, well,
like
you just bought me this car, and I thought that meant something. And he was like, it do mean something.
Yeah. I mean, be quiet while I hit this over here.
I stopped talking to him like about the conversation. I did continue the relationship, and I just went to my sisters because my sisters was gamed up, like they knew better, and they just told me what it is, and this is how it go. And you know, Dana, if you're gonna be a part of this, if you're gonna be in this world of male, female, you're gonna deal with this. So you have to decide what you want for yourself. And I just went with it, but that did happen, and I just froze on the phone, you know, like I was scared. Because I was like, I don't know anything about this. Why am I talking to him? I should leave these hood niggas smelling like weed and gin alone. But nah.
Did that compel you to mess with other dudes?
I just went along with it, but I froze. So that happened to me, but nothing about encountering, you know, because I'm always like guys. I like California guys, but not really. I really like guys from back east, and I like their swag, and I've never really talked to too many dudes out here. My dudes have been like
so much action.
Really from like up north, the Bay, New York, and stuff like that.
It don't matter.
I peeped that.
All right, thanks, Dana. We got a question from the chat room. Mike Hard. He wants to know what happened to all the black production companies. I'm assuming in the porn industry.
Nigga, they got too big, so the white ones did something about it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, there it is.
It got too big, so the white ones did something about it, then turned around and shot the same shit. Look at black.com and them type shits. It's just such a disgrace, and I just wish I had the fucking Nelson Mandela voice or Martin Luther King voice or something. I'd just be going in. Maybe I will just turn. I think that's my calling.
You got the name for it.
I got the name for it. I think that's my calling, to shout out and expose all the bullshit that's going on in this motherfucker, man.
It is the one industry that people don't talk about.
It's upsetting. It's fucked up, and it's just it's not cool. It's not cool. It's just like with anything else. It's certain people that happen to be white that's ultimately running this shit, and if you don't kiss up to them or do to, you know, how they want to do it, then you're not gonna succeed. You know what I'm saying? And on the big end of it, you could be a performer all day, and then you could produce and you could do that. But I'm talking about really owning these companies for real. Them shits is, yeah, I don't understand. It's good, just like with anything else, yo. It shouldn't be a surprise, but I could tell y'all about it. You know what I'm saying? But it shouldn't be a surprise at all. What's really going on in this industry, and it's the same thing in any other industry. Y'all know what's up. Like,
I think people that are not, I tell people this about Hollywood. You're like, oh, I want to be in Hollywood. And I said, listen, man.
Should tear you apart.
If I could describe Hollywood to anybody who's never experienced it, I'll tell them to go visit the Hollywood sign. I said, that's the best description I can give you, because from afar, it looks amazing. You think like, oh, my God, that's the Hollywood sign.
Yeah.
When you get up close to that shit, it's paper thin, covered in bird shit. It's disgusting. And you're looking like, this is what I've been staring at my whole life, saying this is so, but that's Hollywood. Like, he's 100% right. There's very few people who can open doors in Hollywood. If you get on the wrong side of that table, it's a wrap.
Oh, it's so much a wrap.
It's a wrap.
You.
No matter how talented you are, who you know.
Oh my God!
If you get on the wrong side of that table, nigga, it's over.
I swear to you.
And that could be, yeah.
That ultimately happened to the company that I originally got involved with. I took a lot of flack for it because he managed to get big, but then didn't understand where he was and started really going at these white people a certain way to a point where they like,
I'm cool.
You can't sell another one of your products on the shelves ever again, period.
Damn.
And it took that for him to realize I'm poking and squeezing at the nigga like, yo, calm down. Like, I keep getting calls like, I'm at this office. Come up here right now. These motherfuckers is short at me $20,000 after they didn't probably gave him $200,000. So I'm done. Like, what do you like for real? For real? I think I'm short 20 after they didn't gave me 130 or so. You know what I'm saying? So now we in the office fighting and beefing with these people and doing all that.
And they
like, okay, we're over your motherfucking ass. You out of here. You can't sell another record on these shelves.
Facts. That's how that shit go.
I'm telling you, that's how that shit go. There's always some, and it's 99.999% some white people that's gonna say that's control it at the end of the day.
Right,
like,
right.
You can go through your different channels, but when you make it to the top, like the pinnacle, it's gonna be some white people to answer to. And if you can't accept that, you won't make it, bro. And I'm not saying sell your soul, but that's on you at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's when that sell your soul shit come in the head. Like, okay, you made it here, motherfucker. Now it's time. You made it this far. Okay, you slipped past the radar. I see you now, nigga. What up? Like, pay this piper, or you gotta either non-exist, or we gonna shoot you back down to the bottom. Now, all this work you put in, it's like, damn, I'm here now. Like, all I gotta simply do is just this. Okay, cool. And that's 9 times out of 10 how motherfuckers sell their soul. But
that's facts.
That's facts.
That's
and that's with
analogy.
anything, yo.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if you made fucking crayons, nigga. If you got to the point where you making those top crayons, then
now, do you think it's a power thing, as in like a financial power thing, or you think it's an influence thing?
It's a generational thing. This has been going on since whatever it was, since porno was in existence.
No, I mean, like, so do you think the person at the top, right, in any industry, do you think they're trying to control the money, or they're trying to control the influence?
Both. I think it's an accumulation. Like I said, it's generational. Like, this is what my people's been doing for however many years.
Oh, we didn't build this company for
it's just a system in play.
That's how I look at when I look at
the system. It's a system.
That's how I look at racism, right? When people, I don't look at it like racism. I look at it like, I'm just imagine. We can look at things in 2020, right? We say, okay, if we could have started hip hop on our own, right, with no other people involved, and built it up, would you go let these people in the industry? Probably not. At least not on a high level, because you feel like they might change some shit and take your people out of position where they're gonna keep winning. So when I look at other cultures and how they kind of run their business, and if it is a little prejudice or racist, I don't see it as a bad thing. I understand. Like, y'all, you've been doing this 50 years. Y'all done built this shit. You feeding your grandkids of grandkids. If you let me in the door, I'm gonna take some of that money and give it to my grandkids.
Yeah, and then so forth and so on.
Right. So I can understand it from that perspective.
No, that's just how it is. That's how I always looked at it too.
Right.
That's why I've been involved with a lot of racism, but my whole motto was, I hated the motherfucker that hated me. I hated that person that was racist toward me.
Right.
It never made me say, oh, you and all your peoples is racist. Because I did a lot of time in jail. And I was in a spot where it was nothing but white officers. They all came from that white neighborhood.
Outskirts.
They was racist as a motherfucker. But I never thought that, oh, they all racist. You know what I'm saying?
Just them motherfuckers you was running into.
Yeah, just the ones that ran into me that was racist, those are the ones I hate. You know what I mean?
You ever talk to a racist person?
Just had a real conversation I know you racist, and I'm what? Nah,
I've had the pleasure to do this a few times.
Damn.
And I would tell people you should do it, because a lot of times, and not that I don't really care to change anyone's mind, honestly, because you're gonna be who you're gonna be.
I think it's funny.
It's enlightening.
I think it's hilarious.
It's enlightening.
You hate me because I'm black.
No, a lot of times, you know what's interesting?
Funny
a lot of times it won't be that, right? It won't be that simple. It'll be things we don't necessarily consider, right? So like, this guy I was speaking to, he was telling me how in high school he used to just be so confused why all these black dudes were just faster, cooler, had swag. You know, he would watch TV and then white dudes just getting dunked on. And he's like, you know, when you watch something, you kind of put you in that space. Like, who am I in this scenario? Okay, I could be this guy. I can grow up in. He's like, when you watching sports, it don't look good, you know. So I'm thinking we're not thinking about any of this. You know, and then some black dude come smash your girl when you just, you know, you're a white dude trying to get your grades up. You know, and this nigga on the football team, and he come in and, hey, nigga, you know, smoke this shawty, and he smash your girl out.
That's jealousy, not anti. Right, because it's some ill white dudes too that could bag a bitch and
Right.
good in sports and
Now you in the porn industry, right?
looking a different genre. If that's how you feel, or not sports.
Just right. So let's go to
looking
porn.
acting or anything else. The white man is like the actor. Who was the top actor at the time you was feeling this way? You think he wasn't getting?
No. I agree 100%.
You know
Right. But do you experience that in porn? So, because you know, black men have this mystique about them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you get like do you feel that vibe from other white dudes when you in the room or when you doing a scene, or is it just business for them? They can care less.
Man, I think your personality will allow people to be them towards you. If your personality is strong, it's harder for them to be them towards you. So I ducked a lot of. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that type of shit because they look at me and it's like, nah, I don't want that problem.
Right.
And no, I understood that at a young age.
Right.
And I never try to take advantage of it, but I stand strong to that shit. Like, no, you're not going to disrespect me. You're not going to be,
Right.
I'm not the dude that you're going to come in and say a bunch of weird shit or shit that questionable shit and
Right.
I'm not going to say nothing about it.
Right.
So at that point, I realized like, they gonna think twice about being their true selves around me, and I get away from I blocks that in my life a lot. I realized that.
That's smart.
I swear to you, I didn't know what was happening. Right. I didn't know why, but at some point
That's
I'm
smart.
like, oh, because then I see how you would treat somebody else in my same position or something, right. And you look at me, and then. Like sometimes we'll all be in the same room. Pat, say something, pass me, then say something. I'm like, yo, hold on, why you ain't act like that toward me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So just little by little, you realize like you're not gonna get the grunt of that necessarily. Not to say that I haven't, but I don't get the grunt of it. So I just rock a smooth line and I just do me and. It is what it is, but it exists. It truly exists. The racism in my game and in pornography exists.
I would imagine it would happen.
Dearly.
You know,
it exists, yo.
Well, I you know, and it's the thing too. In all honesty, I think racism is normal. I think the actions that we have behind it is not normal, right? Like, it's fine if you prefer your people over other. That's normal. But to dislike another people's, that's a little strange.
Yeah, that's when it's get
whacked. That's like a personal thing.
Whack.
Like, I have nothing to do with
yeah.
how you feel about nothing, you know? So that to me is the part I don't agree with. But I feel like if you prefer your people because of whatever reason you come up with, you just like the way they look, nigga, or whatever, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Question from the chat. Who is Jake Sneed? Or Steed, is that what I'm saying right?
Oh, Jake Steed is old
Who's
school.
Jake Steed?
Like, way before me. He actually, he got involved with some R. Kelly shit, man.
Oh, come on, Jake.
Nah, yeah. But don't stipulate, because I don't know if he knew it just, because it was part of the scene, like maybe he was getting some young girls, they was too young.
Right.
And maybe lied about they were old, or maybe he knew, I don't know.
Right.
But he got caught up on some charges and had to move out of the country to beat the charges. And he continued to do porno when he left the country or whatever. And then just never really came back. I don't know if he ever really faced those charges. I don't know what happened. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he was a dude that was before me. Facts. He was definitely like the early 90s, mid-90s type. You know what I mean?
Who was the first black man to start producing in porn? To kind of get his foot on that side of the game.
You said the first black man that what?
Start producing his own content.
I don't know. That's a good question. Who's the first black director in porno? The first black producer? Owners? Well, we got to say producer and director, whatever the case may be. Yeah. That is a good question. What I do know is when I showed up, it was, first of all, far more black-on-black content being shot. There was far more black companies, production companies. All that was going down. And then, honestly, I think when it, because Black on Black fell off for a minute, then when it came back to be popular, I think that's when the other people was like, nah, we gonna take care of it.
What do you mean it fell off?
I don't know. I guess people stopped watching. I don't know. Because when I showed up, I swear to you, Black on Black was popping, and I know what's up because I'm working with black girls.
Right.
Then I can't even. I swear I could go months without working with a black girl.
That's crazy.
So imagine you black girl, then 5 months and you ain't work with one black girl. You like, yo, what the fuck is happening? That's when you know, like, oh, this shit is changing. Don't nobody gotta tell you that. This shit is different because you experiencing it. You there. You doing it.
But what do you think influences the trends in porn?
I don't know.
Like, that's interesting as hell that I didn't even think about that. But
I'm working.
Right.
I'm working. I'm not a civilian
right.
just
So
watching it.
Politics and shit and now niggas is
I don't
like,
know.
Oh,
I'm just
that.
working. You hire me to do a job, I'm doing the job. I do understand that this shit is changing, but I never really put my finger on why. I'm thinking just times has changed. But just with anything else, you like these sneakers, now you like these sneakers. Or this jacket cool this year, now nigga, I don't like this jacket this spring. I don't know.
I wonder what dictates that.
I don't know.
Dictates that energy.
It's definitely something different.
Yeah, I wonder what dictates that because I never thought that you would go through a dry spell like that for so long. But you're right, because it is whatever people clicking on. So whatever the
they
trend
clicking on
shit.
is what they gonna shoot at the end of the day. It's all about numbers.
Do you get the chance to look at these numbers, or just when it affects you?
If I want to, I can. I can look at all my numbers or the numbers.
Like what's trending and shit.
It was never that important to me. I just knew what to produce at the time. You know what I'm saying? And all I knew was either me with a black girl or me with a white girl. As simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what's popping? Oh, me with a white girl? Okay, cool. What's popping? Me with a black? Okay, cool. It was that simple. You know what I'm saying? So
what's the most?
I don't have to really look at numbers as much.
What's the most requested thing you ever get asked to do when you were in the industry? To the point you were just like, come on, nigga, seriously?
Pause. It's definitely from
pause.
And shout out to my gay community. I have no problem with.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah, listen. One thing I could say, and this is my true feelings about that whole situation, is I was there in those 80s type of times where it was like, you what? Motherfuckers might beat you up in the alley and
chase
do
you
all
home
that,
and shit, right.
chase you down, beat you up just because you gay and do. And I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I've never been with that aspect. Like, I just, like, I'm not saying I was a Captain Save-A Gay.
Right,
but
no, that's weird.
I wasn't with that.
Yeah,
like,
some weird shit.
He's like, what are you doing? Like, so what? Motherfucker,
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. Motherfucker voguing and doing all that shit. I was like, not like, I want to beat you up.
Yeah, that's something.
Like, if anything, I ain't gonna lie, I would laugh at it.
That's a personal
You know
thing if you want to destroy you.
I'm like, you funny. You know what I'm saying? And keep it moving. So now that they getting the rights that they getting, although I think it's a little too much, I respect it. Cause yeah, it wasn't right. And I felt that then as a young dude. I felt that like, damn, they just gonna beat you up because you
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I swear to you, I thought that was whack as fuck. And I never been involved with that. Never felt I was anywhere near that direction. Trust me, I was a dude all day, every day. So then, even with me even doing the adult movies, me understanding that more and more gay people are being fans of me.
Right.
So I'm like, at first I'm like, oh shit. But then I'm like, all right, whatever, because it is what it is. Like, what,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the industry you in.
It is what it is. You watching me naked.
You can't control that shit. Once you hit record.
The camera in my ass somewhere, some shit. Like, yeah, of course, I accumulated some gay fans. It was what it is. It took me a while to accept it, but it is what it is. Like, shit, I hop in the shower real quick. You know what I'm saying?
But I would imagine that's universal.
Shoot a shot with.
I would imagine like every celebrity would have to go through this. I would imagine an actor who becomes a certain level, it's going to get a certain fan base, and then.
Well, because obviously they're fan of not only their acting skills but how they look and whatever it is like that. So I guess it's similar. But you don't necessarily see an actor butt bald naked with his dick in the air, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't
Facts.
even in a love scene, you don't
Facts.
see that. Like, it gets deep when you know what I mean? It's the the fantasy get a little deeper. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you see, you see the nigga there. They come at you a little harder, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, and then I hate when it's like, but why not? Nigga, I'm a grown man. You think I ain't supposed to figure this shit out by now? Like, yo, what the fuck? Don't be disrespectful. It's all good, but don't be disrespectful. Because, come on, my nigga. I'm a dude at the end of the day. But so don't be asking me why not. I ain't gonna tell nobody, but why? You're like, what?
I'm not gonna tell
What
nobody.
are you talking about?
Just
It ain't
fighting
about you
words.
telling nobody, motherfucker. That's not me. That's not what I do. I don't feel like I was born that way. Like, what the fuck? That's when it gets disrespectful. But other than that, I know at least 40% of my fan base is gay. Facts. They tell me. They tell me. Like, yo, nigga. Okay. Like, okay, cool.
Do it be like aggressive dudes, like thugs, nigga?
Well, that's when I get disrespected. Like, don't come at me if I said I'm not. I'm cool. I answer that initial question, like, nah, it's not me. I'm not. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then but why not? Or just one time, or I ain't gonna tell nobody.
That's
Like,
what women
nigga,
go-
what that got to do with me not being that?
That's what
Like,
women
what
go
are you
through,
talking
man.
about?
That's what the
I
dudes
don't-
tell the chicks, man. Come on, shawty, just come in the room. They like, what the fuck?
But that's
man?
a dude to say
That's
a
fucked
chick,
up.
yeah. So I'm really offended.
Yeah,
now.
that's
Like,
fucked
when
up,
you
man.
gonna really, how you really like?
Nigga trying to
I'm
play
a
you,
grown
niggas
man.
hey,
Like, that's
man.
when I get offended. But then I still can't blow up because then he on some funny. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta still be humble after all of that.
Well, shout out to the 44% of your peoples out there.
Yo,
You know,
nah,
supporting,
shout out, man. I'm
support,
not
keep
tripping.
supporting,
Listen, I'm not tripping off that shit at all.
man. And y'all
'cause
stop fighting people for what they doing, man. That's ridiculous, man.
I get pussy. I can't nobody dispute that. Like
Yeah, I couldn't be
Like
listen, man.
it'll be hard to say you got more pussy than I have. You know what I'm saying? Like that'd be a hard thing to say. I don't give a fuck who you, an actor, rapper, nigga, whatever one of y'all niggas
You
is.
don't have an idea what number
But
is?
this shit was my job,
Make
B.
up a number. What number you think you? Just throw it out there.
Whatever number a nigga say, I'ma say more. That's
Let's
my
say-
number.
Let's say
I don't even deal like I told myself I'm not dealing with numbers till I'm like
say
60.
if somebody say 1,000.
Yes, I did that in my first couple years.
All right. So all right.
I
shit.
did 1,000 in my first couple years. I
That's
did it for
impressive.
20 years.
You did porn 20 years?
Yes,
Holy
I
shit.
came in 02.
So we talking like 10,000.
I came in 02 running. I came in May.
It's only 365 days in a year.
Okay. All right. So listen. All right, 20 years. You do the math.
It's only
So
365
even if
days
you
in a year.
did 200 of that 365.
On a year average, and this is the only. And look,
So
this,
okay, 5 years I was over that 1,000. If we really want to be,
and this is just talking about work life. It's not personal.
this is work.
This is just
So
work.
you want to add personal,
Add
then yeah,
personal.
we gotta be over that,
So you think under 5,000?
huh?
Under 5?
Right now, currently,
Under
after
5,000.
20 some odd years,
Under
under
5.
under 5.
Oh,
Yeah, now that I'm really thinking about doing the math and understanding, like you said, how many fucking days is actually in a year, nigga, like what the fuck? But I was at some
but that's your
point working
job,
about
though.
4 or 5
You have to say,
times
but
a week.
That is your job.
I
though,
swear to you,
so-
sometimes twice a day, bro.
That's crazy.
And if we're now, and we scratching, we're not scratching the same girl. Might have worked with the same girl the
Right.
following week, but when we counting that, nigga.
Right.
That's a sexual experience. I'm saying. So yes, we a couple thousand, like we at that 5-4 there, like for real, facts,
That's crazy.
facts, and that's yes,
That'd be scary if you tried to count that.
and the count's still going, bro.
But
like,
I don't think you
not, the
remember.
count ain't
I don't
over
think-
yet. You know what I'm saying?
What you aiming for? 10? You try to catch
Now
Will?
I ain't. It's no aim. That's why I don't know
You tryna
because I
catch
never had
Will?
an aim. I just nigga cut the check. I'm going to work. I
Hey,
do what I
man.
do, and that's that. Like it was never no aim of how many times, or you know what I'm saying. It was never that for me.
I
It
think
was never that for me.
I think you might catch Wilt, man.
I don't care if I catch him or not.
That
I
nigga
just
said he was
know
doing his thing.
that Wilt was paid. Wilt ain't get a check for them
And that's the 70s
majority of
nigga.
them nuts.
That's the 70s too, so you know that nigga.
He ain't get shit for those nuts.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that nigga
saying?
was
I got a check,
smashed.
nigga. Sometime cash.
That does count a little. That's an extra point.
And
on
he
one.
could beat me. No,
That's the
hey,
extra point on
listen,
one.
any nigga could beat me. I ain't saying I'm the illest. I'm not saying I'm the illest, but I'm not the last illest. You know what I'm saying? I ain't at the bottom of this motherfucking totem pole, nigga.
But before we get out of here, who's the Michael Jordan of your industry? Like if you were coming in the game new, right?
Honestly, it gotta be one of the white boys. It won't let one of us niggas truly be that. It just won't. It won't be. It's just not. It's not gonna happen. So I would have to name. It's a couple white boys I'm gonna have to name. I don't know. Manuel Pharrell is probably one of them. And then a few of them, I forgot their names. And
Because he runs a production company, right?
Mr. Holmes from back in the days, the killed herself type shit.
Oh shit, Jesus.
Yeah, it's been, you got to, this shit, oh, you can go old school.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? You can go old school. But, nah, shout out to all the black, you know what I'm saying? Fuck all that shit. I'm going to shout out to the black ones that you know what I mean? The Nat Turners, the Mr. Marcuses, the Lexuses. Now, understand that we all different now. Like, if you had conversations with all of us, it'd be a whole nother conversation. But I respect them all, and it's all love. You know what I'm saying? The Justice Slayers, that's the nigga that put me on.
Y'all got a small ass community of people.
It's not that large.
It's like
not
10 of
that
y'all,
large.
nigga.
And I'm not even gonna hate. Like, I'm trying to name ones that I don't even really like, but I'm still like, you black, fuck that. We together. You know what I'm saying? Because some of them niggas I don't even like. Oh my God, where did you come from? Like, who brought you? Like, who's your parents, nigga? Like, where the fuck you came from? Like, real talk. Like,
that's universal.
Nah,
yeah.
that shit is. I swear to you, bro. Some of these niggas, I don't even. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
He said, I don't know.
I really don't know, and I fight for that. Like, so you don't look at me like that, because I get offended quick, and, like, I'm ready to defend that shit. Like, because it's a stigma with that. Like, these niggas is weird, and all these niggas is this, that, and the other. Nah, nigga.
Oh, that's why you always say that.
Nah,
we all different.
I'm fighting for, like, nah, nigga. It's some real ones. Like, the nigga you really went to school with for real. Like, the nigga that was in the alley busting a gun with you for real, like that nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Came and did this on a high level. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was nowhere near this nigga at all. Like, I came from some gutted ass shit and, you know what I'm saying? Did this shit at a high level. So I could tell a different story because I came from a different place. That's all. And it's, you know, I wish I did grow up a little differently, but I respect my swag. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being a cornball.
Last caller of the day. What up, caller?
Oh, sorry.
No, you good, Dana? What up?
Dana.
What's the word?
Yo.
What's good, Dana?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's going on?
You asked Nate, Nat, I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep saying Nate.
Yeah, it's Nat. I ain't go, and I'll never correct it either. I just be like, whatever. Everybody
like
do
my
it.
voice, that's
Everybody does it.
I think it's John Holmes.
John Holmes, yeah.
I don't even know who John Holmes
Nah,
is.
John Holmes.
Yeah, because I know that John Holmes. Oh wait, you guys are talking about the Will Chamberlain of the industry. I was thinking of the highest paid because
That's what I was
know
talking
John
about.
Holmes was heterosexual, but they wanted him to do a gay scene or a gay movie, and they paid him at that time like $50,000.
Nah, I don't think that's true. That's not.
No?
No, not at all. No.
The 50,000 or the
No.
same?
At the time, I don't know. I think it was a long time ago. But John Holmes, I remember, he died of AIDS. But he was supposed to be like the highest paid porn actor, white dude.
No, at the time, but it wasn't 50,000. It was nowhere near 50,000. What had happened was he fell off because of his drug addictions and all that. So that's why he turned to doing gay shit or whatever the case may be. But then we could
coming in with the true story.
No, but we could discuss that I don't think you could just be gay for money for real. Like if that's how you felt, I think that's how you
I
felt.
believe gay for pay.
Like
I
yeah,
do believe
because
that.
I don't go fuck. I'm eating out the garbage can today. Like I could get that. I mean, pause. All the way pause. But I could get close to that 40, 50 racks. Yeah. But if I ever even fucking entertained that shit, you know what I'm saying? But back then it wasn't like that at all. He did it out of desperation of his drug addiction to start doing gay porno. But then again, I'm like, if you can get yourself erect and be aroused in that situation, then that's what you like. You can't just you can't play that off. You know, that's not something you could play off.
Okay, I like that.
Nah, I truly like you. If you're into that, you can do that. But because you gotta understand, we gotta be hard. You gotta be aroused. You gotta nut. You gotta ejaculate. You gotta. If you don't like what's in front of you, how the fuck you gonna pull that off? If you don't.
So all these men running around here lying about, oh, that's just something I did, or this and that, is just like, you gotta have an erection, so
it can't be something
either
you just
attracted
did.
to or you like.
You have to be attracted to it. How you think you get a wreck? By being attracted to something. I don't. It could be whatever it is about that man. It could be the manly back. You like the manly head. Like I don't even understand how a chick like a dude. Like I look at chicks like, how you like the old hairy ass nigga like that? So I could never be gay. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even know how chicks like us, and I'm a man. Like,
let me tell you. Let me ask you this, or let me say this: is I've heard women say that I'm not attracted to women, but they'll have a friend and they'll be like, I'm attracted to her, but not specifically women.
Hey, I think feminine and masculinity is different. I think masculine, looking at masculine, I don't know. But honest with you, I look at a tranny, like a whole done up tranny that titties good, look pretty, makeup and all that, but like she cute, but I can't go sexually with her because what the fuck? That's a man, you know what I'm saying? So, but I can still say, oh, you cute. I done see some badass looking fucking trannies for a fact.
Okay, so tell me this.
But I'm still attracted to feminine shit.
Are gender and sexuality different? Can you be conditioned to be attracted to the opposite sex or the same sex?
Why would you, if you're going to condition yourself to do that, then 9 times out of 10, that's just what you are. Like, I'm going to sit there and condition myself to be attracted to a man. Like, how does that work? What do you, how do you do that? Like,
I'm just asking these questions because you're giving these answers and it's leading to more questions in my mind because it's not necessarily something I believe because women specifically don't do anything for me other than they're pretty or they look good in this outfit or nothing. But at times, certain men I'm attracted to make my mouth water.
No, I get it, because you're a female. I get it. I get what you're saying. But that's what I'm saying about a man. A man is generally looking at something that's cute or feminine. And that's why I said a couple trannies look cute and because they look feminine. They got titties done, lashes done, long hair, or look like a female. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always going to be attracted to feminine looking shit. What I'm saying is I don't even know how a chick could be attracted to a hairy ass dude. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. You a female. That's your opposite situation. I get it. You know what I'm saying? So I get how you could be.
I definitely know what you're saying. I mean, I'm just asking. So, I mean, because the New York accent, I'm attracted to that. Don't know why, always have been. And I can't explain it, nor will I try to. It is what it is.
And I run around Cali taking totally advantage of it as soon as I found out.
I heard you the first time.
He said, as
soon as I found out. I was like, oh, really? Oh, yeah, I don't like these Cali cats like that. Oh, I'm here? Oh, yo, oh, what? Okay, yeah.
As soon as I found out.
I was like, I was on it. Like, yeah, I'm from New York.
That's when the accent get deep. Yo, son.
Yeah, son. I'm from New York, ma. Like, yo, come here. Yo, come
All right,
here.
calm down. I'm on the phone. Don't go too far.
Yeah.
That's classic. All right, thanks, Dana. We about to get up out of here.
Love is love, ma.
All right, thanks, Dana.
Love is love, ma.
That's see, look. Now she gonna pull over and shit. All in Pasadena, like, oh. Hey, man. If y'all enjoyed the show, man, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the link. It's in the chat room. Make sure you guys become a Patreon subscriber. Nat, go ahead and give your links.
Yo, listen, it's on IG. It's Nat Turner. It's spelled NATTURNHER 88. Nat Turnher on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that shit, and then on OnlyFans. Support me on my OnlyFans. It's going down. Just Nat Turner / OnlyFans should pop up. But this is Don't Ask Podcast. We in the building, and we gonna continue to be in the building. You know what I'm saying? We gonna turn this shit up, man. We just getting started. You know what I mean? So just let us know what you want to hear, what you want to see, and I'm gonna provide that for you. You heard?
There it is. So listen, hey, I'm putting the link right now in the chat for the OnlyFans. Make sure you guys go ahead and check it out. Nakia, this one for you. Bam, it's right there, Dana. It's right there. Make sure you guys check out that OnlyFans, man, and we will be back on Tuesday. Y'all stay positive.